The thing I would tell you about getting on the same page is don't expect it to happen overnight and in one conversation, but don't be surprised if that's all it took is one conversation. So getting on the same page, how Grant and I get on the same page is we get together and look at what are my goals? Where do I want to go with the relationship? Where do I want to go in life? He does the same thing with his list. Where does he want to go? And we merge the list and look at what we want to put our attention on in order to achieve that together. We write down something called a needs and wants list. Once we find out what I want and what he wants, see, Grant and I understand that the greatest act of love that we could give each other is to help each other achieve our goals and our dreams. So when he's helping me achieve my goals and my dreams, I actually fall more in love with him. It's why we created such a beautiful marriage. Again, not that it's perfect, but a really beautiful marriage and togetherness of 20 years because he's helping me achieve my goals and my dreams. I feel happy when I'm winning at that. And so it's important to have these kind of conversations with your partner. Hey, how can I help you? How can I support you? How can I show active interest in the success of you and achieving your goals? You know, start by that. Start by including the other person into your goals. So you're not just going off, you're going to do whatever by yourself, whether they have buy-in or not. Most couples just feel excluded. And then they resent the thing that you want to do because you haven't included them. So then they feel like, oh, when you do that, I'm out. So finding a way to include them into your thing, but also finding out a way by getting this needs and wants list from them. What do you need and want from me to help me support you in achieving your goals and your dreams? Am I willing to deliver those needs and wants to help you? And then coming up with those certain agreements that y'all make in order to achieve your individual goals and the goals that you have together. You know, getting on the same page. I don't know, Leonard, have you ever asked your wife, who are we as a couple? What are our goals and our dreams as a couple? That really unifies the two of you. It brings you together and gives you something that y'all can work towards together. It makes y'all teammates, not enemies anymore. Now you're on the same team, you know, getting to fight the opposition, which is the outside world. Then it's delegating, you know, once you know your purpose and your goals and your dreams, then it's about delegating who does what in the relationship, who gets to be the boss of what areas of your life, who gets to be the boss of the household, who gets to be the boss of the business, or if y'all are both in the business, who gets to be the boss of the finances, who gets to be the boss of the marketing, who gets to be the boss of hiring and firing, y'all have to figure out all the departments and y'all need to delegate who runs what based on strengths and weaknesses, not based on male, female, but based on strengths and weaknesses, who gets to be the boss of what area. And that helps get you on the same page because now you have this common goal, these couples goals, individual goals that y'all are working together toward. But now you've mapped out your roles that each person is 100% responsible for, which then takes me off of blaming Grant for not doing his role well enough because I'm so busy running all my departments and making sure they're all perfect that I'm overwhelmed with all of the amount of areas that I have to be in charge of that I'm like, fine, you take that, you know, and then it's wearing the right hat on that as well. Like whoever gets to be the boss of that area, you're going to trust them, whether they make a mistake or not, you're going to trust them to run that position to the best of their ability. And you can give them advice, but in the end, they make all the executive decisions in those areas and you have to stand by it. I mean, you don't have to, I'm just telling you what we do. We have to stand by it and I have to, you know, stand by his decision, whether it was something completely contrary to what I advised or not. Like, I trust that he's running that aspect of the business. It wouldn't have been the way I did it, but it's the way Grant did it. And guess what? That's looked pretty darn successful for us thus far. But I'd start off like just figuring out how you can support her. What does she want and need? Share the couple's vision, goal, and start really figuring out how y'all can work as teammates on the same team for the same goal.